Tiffany, get over there in the kitchen. It's your turn in there.
He's pushing me away from him. He doesn't want to talk to me anymore. We're back in the kitchen with Dana Howell and Charles Jackson from Kosama of Virginia Beach. What are you guys making today?
Okay, well, you know, fall's here. We had some cooler weather. So we're ripping up, what we're going to whip up today is citrus infused chicken.
Okay.
As well as fall vegetables.
Ooh,
roasted.
getting us ready for the fall season.
Easy peasy recipes.
Okay.
No problem whatsoever.
Well, we will be back in a couple of minutes and we'll get started. And we're back in the kitchen now with Dana and Charles from Kosama of Virginia Beach. They're making a healthy and delicious citrus-infused baked chicken with roasted fall vegetables. And I love you guys because you always make these easy, healthy recipes that look great.
Yes.
Okay.
That's right. I mean, it's a great way of saying that we're not lazy. So we make really great, healthy recipes. So today, this citrus chicken is so easy. So all we're going to do is we've cleaned the chicken, we've washed it. We're going to go ahead and stuff it with...
That's a full chicken you have there.
Yep, a full chicken. We're going to go ahead and stuff it with some onion and some lemon, definitely. That's really going to add some flavor. And some celery. It's really easy. And
You
then
don't
we're
have
also
to cut up the celery or anything, just stuff
yeah,
it
you
in
can
there.
break it in half. You can cut it up, whatever's easiest for you. And then also, of course, some rosemary. But one of my favorite things to do is to take a little bit of, again, remember, we're responsible for what we put in our body. So we're definitely using some 100% butter to put on here, as well as some olive oil. And we're going to be putting some lemon slices in here to really give it that great flavor.
And you put that under the skin.
Put it right under the skin. That's going to be great. And plus over here, we've got some great fall vegetables, which were easy. They were easy to prepare.
Right.
Charles, you want to tell them about
chop
what you
them up.
got?
Tell us what's in there, Charles.
Yeah, so before we came to the camera, what I did was I chopped up some zucchini, some sweet potatoes, some carrots. We have some artichokes in there and some cauliflower. It's a lot of the different fall vegetables and a lot of the different flavors that you tend to go towards during the fall season. One of the hardest things, and a lot of people really probably don't know this, is how to actually work with artichokes. And so typically what you would have to do is just cut off the end of the stem and maybe about 1.5 inches off the top. What you want to do is open it up just a little bit. Get a little camera shot right there. You open it up just a little bit. You can put a little garlic in there, either garlic powder or a garlic clove. You know, put a little bit of the lemon on there so it doesn't brown too much. And then you can put a little sea salt in there as well. And then what you want to do is you want to just simply put it in some foil, put it in your pan, and then simply roast it.
That was good. Yeah, I definitely learned that today. Didn't know how to prepare an artichoke, so good stuff there. Now, do you put the vegetables do you bake them? Just put them in the oven?
Yeah, you can put them in the oven and they'll bake for approximately 30 minutes or so, 30, 45 minutes, depending on your oven and depending on how thick you cut your veggies.
Okay.
And one of the things about the chicken is this is a great crock pot meal as well. So if you're making your Sunday meals, you can put this in either the crock pot or into a cast iron skillet. Either way, that's really going to be helpful, and it's going to be really fast and easy to clean up and everything. So like this morning, I got up and put it in. I think it took about 1 hour and 20 minutes to actually cook all the way through.
And you put it in the crock pot?
No, I actually put it in the cast iron skillet, but like if you're going to work, go ahead and throw it in the crock pot. If you're home on a Sunday, if you want, you can also put all of these great vegetables right into the crock pot as well. I like mine roasted, kind of crispy, but done. And there's also some shortcuts too with the sweet potatoes. Go ahead and nuke those for 3 to 6 minutes, depending on size. Wash them up, cut them up, and put them in, and that way everything cooks pretty quickly.
I don't know, make it a little bit softer, so they'll
Yep, a
cook
little bit
in a quicker
softer.
time.
Yeah, because it'll take a little bit longer for the sweet potatoes to cook as opposed to the other veggies.
Right, so you don't want the potatoes hard and everything else.
Exactly.
Kind of soft.
Exactly.
Okay, well, we'll actually get this ready to go. We'll come back in a little bit, but first you want to talk about your event that you had this Saturday?
Yes, we have an inch into fall for our Kosama Warriors. Those are our athletes who come into the facility, and what we did was a pre-assessment. So basically what that involved was a half-a-mile run. Then they came back in. We gave them a couple of minutes to just get a little bit of recovery. Then we did a minute of push-ups, a minute of squats, a minute of sit-ups, and each person had to count for the other person. So while you're doing your sit-ups, then I was able to actually count and then get some rest, and then we went back and forth. Toward the end, we had a little bit of a bonus round, which was just going into a high plank for as long as you could. I think the time was around 4 minutes, which was done by Tammy White. She actually beat out James McGrath. Sorry, James. I mean, he did a great job.
Call him out there.
Yeah, he did a great job. They both have. I mean, James has lost over 75 pounds in the time
great.
that he's been there, in about 6-7 months that he's been at Kosama. Tammy, she comes to a lot of the classes as well, and she does a phenomenal job. So I just wanted to give a shout out to all of our Kosama warriors who work so very hard and do so very well when they come into the gym, and not only in the gym, but outside of the gym by eating things like this.
That's important. Yeah, great, great motivation there, and great results that people are seeing results. We're actually going to come back in a couple of minutes. We'll get this all wrapped up, but I know coming back a little bit later on the show, you don't want to miss. They're giving away a special promotion, so you do want to find out what that is and how you can redeem that. That's coming up in a little bit. We're back in the kitchen now with Dana and Charles from Kosama of Virginia Beach, and what they have here is a healthy and delicious citrus infused baked chicken with roasted fall vegetables. And the key word is healthy. Now, what did you two do while we were away doing other stuff during the show?
Okay, well, we wrapped up the chicken. We made sure that was perfectly done. We actually put this on broil, so that way we give it that nice caramelized, crispy flavor that we really like. And
did you bake it before you put the oven on broil?
Yeah, I sure did. We baked it for at 450 and for 30 minutes, and then at the very end we went ahead and spritzed some olive oil on it and broiled it, so it's ready to go.
And they look great. They're nice and crispy on the top. Looks really good. Now with the chicken, you said it cooks in about how much time?
If you're going to put it in the crock pot, you can prepare it the night before, and that'll take about 8 hours on low. But with us, we put it in this ceramic pot, so that took about an hour and 40 minutes.
And it looks like there's a lot of gravy, and you said you can put that on top of it to give it more flavor.
Right, absolutely. Another thing, too, like I was telling you during the break, is this broth right here is perfect for when you're not feeling well. So go ahead and, put that into some bowls and freeze it for later.
Save it. Nothing better than making a meal and then having it for, meals down the road. Now, we have a new campaign going on at Kosama, Inch into Fall.
Yes, that is correct. We initiated Inch into Fall last year. That was the first year that we did it. It's just a way to incorporate what we do there at Kosama, basically muscle confusion, nutrition, and personal training, yoga, the whole gamut. So with the Inch in the Fall, what we started off with was, before we went to the first break, was the pre-assessment. The pre-assessment, you just wanted to make sure that you were able to run and do the sit-ups and do your push-ups. And then we had modifications as well too, because a lot of times when people come into the studio, they feel like, well, I can't do a military push-up or I can't do a full sit-up. That's okay. We have modifications for that. If you can't do a military push-up, you can do a push-up on your knees.
Right.
If you can't do a full sit-up, then do a crunch. We just want everyone to be healthy. So what the pre-assessment does is it just gives you a baseline of where you're at. We do that later on down the line, so then you are able to see. The first time I was able to maybe do 40 push-ups in a minute. Next time it might be 50. So now you're able to see that your fitness level has increased over a period of time. And that's what it's really about too, making sure that your fitness level increases, because it's not just about what the scale looks like in the morning time. Because you have to eat well, you have to work out.
That's really key, nutrition. A lot of people think, they can
Exactly.
go work out for, a certain
Exactly.
amount of time, and then, they don't eat well afterwards.
That's
and
right.
It's really
Exactly.
useless.
And our biggest challenge with our members is turning their thoughts from I can't to I can. So you can eat this way. I mean, this
Positive
is very
thinking.
Yeah, positive thinking. That's right. It's all about attitude. So if you take on the attitude that, yes, I'm going to try one full push-up. I'm going to try to make something healthier. Before you know it, it's habit.
And you're just doing it
Right.
every day.
And then it just launches you into the next phase of whatever you want to accomplish. So.
That's great. Great advice there. And we want to also wrap up on the topic of your promotion going on. So you're giving away 2 free weeks
Yes.
of at Kosama. And how do folks redeem that?
All you have to do is go to our Facebook page and like it. We're going to send you a message immediately that says, hey, you've been selected for the 2 free weeks. So it's for the first 50 people. And I think that's going to be great. You guys
It
get
starts
to come
today,
in.
you said?
Starts today. and that you need to redeem it by the 30th of September.
Okay, so if you want 2 free weeks at
Yep.
Kosama and some lovely help from Dana and Charles, you can go on their Facebook page and click like, and they will notify you from there. Again, this is Dana and Charles from Kosama of Virginia Beach in the Fairfield Shopping Center, Virginia Beach. Also visit kosama.com. You said you're posting this delicious recipe
That's
on
right.
there.
It'll be on the web for you.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, me too. It smells great. Thank you, guys.